George Fonbenko. Join me every Saturday at 10 a.m. for the Sports Line on WMBS. Brought to you by two good friends, Aaron Zolbrod and the Health Insurance Store in Connellsville. When you need health insurance, call Aaron 724-603-3403 or online at getyourbestplan.com. And by Tom Vernon and Casey Sports Cafe, 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue, voted #1 breakfast, lunch spot, and all-around restaurant in the 2023 Best in Fayette contest.
As the weather warms up, don't run from the sun. Enjoy more time on your deck or patio with protection from retractable or fixed awnings, covers, and shades from Lifetime Awnings. Made right here in the USA with both manufacturer and customer satisfaction warranties, Lifetime Awnings provides a product that lasts. Veteran-owned and operated, a 10% discount is offered to all military veterans and their families. For a no-cost, obligation-free home consultation, call 724-554-6067 or email the owner, John, at lifetimeawningsusa@gmail.com.
Easter is almost here, and the Big Barn Country Store in Delhi has all your Easter favorites. Amish smoked ham, their famous Amish smoked kibasi, locally made nut rolls, fresh baked pies, their own home-style pierogies, and more. Call 724-736-2710 to order or stop in Big Barn Country Store in Delhi, Route 51 South near Perryopolis. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m., Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5. Visit them at bigbarnstore.com and look for their specials on their Facebook page.
Oh, my sinuses are killing me. I think I'm allergic to winter and work and apparently you too.
You need to go to the doctor.
Oh, I'll never get in with my family doc, and it's too expensive to go to the ER.
Montgomery Medical is affordable, accepts walk-ins, and can see you for all your future primary care. They can get you in and out real quick.
Montgomery Medical? When did you become the smart one?
I have my moments.
For all your acute and primary care needs, visit Montgomery Medical in Smithfield. Call 724-569-8100.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect gift. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm Agent Nate Ferguson is here in Uniontown to help you select the right protection at the right price. Nate will make sure you understand your coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm Agent Nate Ferguson, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call Nate when you want the real deal.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Think about the last time you thanked yourself for something. Maybe it was that me time you took last Tuesday, or finally learning Italian. Want to do something you'll really thank yourself for later? Start creating a plan for your financial goals today. State Farm Agent Nathan Ferguson is right here in Uniontown to help you look at the things you want to save for and build a plan to set you up for success. The earlier you start planning, the better off you will be. Call State Farm Agent Nathan Ferguson today and thank yourself later. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guest, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the position of WMBS Radio. The following is a paid political presentation. Candidates may have provided all or some questions to the host and may or may not take phone calls. WMBS and the host do not endorse any political candidate on air during a paid political presentation.
Ours is under attack. Time has come, we're gonna take it back. Just wait and see. Don't tread on me. I won't sit back, stand idly by, watch the heart of my nation die. Oh, not me. Don't tread on me. Don't tread on my Bible, don't tread on my guns, don't you tread on my faith in God's only Son. Don't tread on me. Don't tread on me. Better leave me alone, cause I wanna be free, and I damn sure fight for my liberty.
Hey everybody, this is Jon Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly, and today's show is being brought to you by Monarch Windows and Doors, Mauser's Garage and Tire Center, PatriotsOnline.com, Fayette County Recovery Storage and U-Haul, 724-323-3833, Country Motor Sales, Tactical Civics, White Mountain Logging, Solid Foundation Ministry, New Life Free Methodist Church, Highline Motorsports, Gun Owners of America, Hillbilly Jon Radio, and you can catch me on YouTube, and that's going out pretty good, and Jon Marietta for We the People. I want to start out with this. For there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open. That's Luke 8:17. I'm going to go right away to my guest. He's on the line, and I got to get a pair of headphones on at work. I'm just going to go ahead and go right to my do that right now. You with me, Greg?
I'm here. How you doing?
I'm doing good. We got a bunch of stuff going on tonight. Is my hog roast out at my hog roast in the dinner theater out at the Haydentown Volunteer Fire Department, and women's been out there working all day, and I tell you what, everything smells so good. So I tell you what, if you didn't have a ticket, there's still a few seats so we can get you in. Let you know. So, but anyways, let's get started. What do you want to? Where do we want to go? I think we want to talk about the ruling we got back today.
Yeah, I'd like to. We got a ruling from President Judge Leskinen in Fayette, and he basically denied the recounts and recanvassing. And I'm just going to start out by saying it's a cowardly ruling, and not in compliance with the law. In a nutshell, the first thing he said was that there was not prima facie evidence of fraud or errors. Under the statutes, we requested a recounts and recanvass. We don't have to provide prima facie evidence. And what they've done throughout the state, which there's been no observed recounts where there's been ability to audit the election since 2020, we're not required to provide any prima facie evidence. And then when we did, in previous filings with other jurisdictions, they said it was insufficient. So if you don't have prima facie evidence and you say we don't need it, they say there's no prima facie evidence. If you provide prima facie evidence, then it's insufficient. The next thing he said was that it wasn't notarized. And again, when we've notarized the petitions, there's like a standard petition form for doing recounts. When we notarize them, they say there's insufficient evidence, and they won't recognize a notarized petition. And we submitted it in what they call Title 52. We submitted a form like a lawsuit where we said, we had verifications, signed verifications. It's a sworn verification, and by law that is sufficient. And he said that wasn't. But again, in cases where we do provide verifications, can't see it. If we provide notarized petitions, we're denied. Those are the two primary things. He just ignored the statutes. He ignored the law. He ignored the petitions. He basically ignored the entire filing. And it's what we call strategic mooting. We've already waited. We submitted the request for recount in November. Within 5 days of the election, we submitted it. Now, we're supposed to be able to get rulings and move things through in a timely manner. Here we are 5 months later. We're going to submit an appeal on Monday. We will be appealing this. And then the state Supreme Court will sit on it for a year. And then we'll submit it to the Supreme Court, and they'll sit it for another year to 2 years. By the time, anybody ever even sees it, the candidates will have, completed their terms. And it's contrary to the Constitution. It's contrary to the law for speedy and expedited trials. People know. I think people know that from watching TV. And we've been sitting on our thumbs now for almost 6 or 7 weeks.
No, it'll be 4 weeks, I believe.
Oh, it's more than 4 weeks, Don. But it's nevertheless over a month for an election that occurred in November. And once again, the citizenry has been quashed. I'm rightfully angry. I think everyone should be angry about this, and it was a cowardly decision. Cowardly. And I'm saying it on the radio because it was completely not in compliance with the law, and he didn't even have the courtesy to, cite the statutes or cite, case law. Just basically said, hey, I'm not doing this. That's it in a nutshell. That's what he did.
And we're gonna file Monday morning. We're gonna file an appeal with him.
Pennsylvania Supreme Court. The Commonwealth Court. We have to start there. They'll sit on it for 6 months to a year. In fact, They even extended out longer, and that's what they've been doing since 2020. Leah and I submitted a case for 2020, and we're just getting to the Commonwealth Court. It'll be April, probably the first or second week of April. They've sat in that case for 3.5 years, and they won't. That's what they call strategic mooting. They just won't hear the cases, and also there's one thing that they do is they strategically moot by using procedures. By law, a pro se plaintiff must be heard on the merits of the case. Must be heard. It's not maybe we'll do it, should we do it. Must be heard on the merits of the case, and they cannot be quashed for chicken crap is what this is.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and how do I want to say this? We're gonna file an appeal on Monday, and we're gonna file. We're also doing something that I don't know that they thought that we would do, but we're gonna go ahead and do it. Probably by Wednesday. We're gonna
by Wednesday, Thursday, we're gonna file a federal case.
We're gonna have a federal case going.
Yeah, the federal case will be what they call it's a civil rights case, denial of civil rights. It's under USC 42, sections 1983, 1985, and 1986, which is it's a violation and denial of civil rights for due process. And also, the 1986 is conspiracy. And the reason we're doing that is we've received the similar rulings in Delaware County, Chester County, and Fayette County. Not one court, not one judge has had the guts to hear these cases. Not a single shred of guts to stand up and comply with the law.
Well, and like I said, I don't think that we're figuring that we were going to do that, but we're going to go ahead and get it ready. We were going to do it actually before we went back into court here in Fayette County. We were going to file an emergency, what would it be, emergency injunction with the federal court, and we decided to give the Fayette County courts one more last try, and this is where we're at. So
we were hoping for the best.
Yeah,
and very disappointed.
And I think we had I think we presented a really good case. I think that this is where we're at. So we'll keep moving forward. And I know that it'll all work out. It's going to all work out. It will.
It will. It'll work out. We're making progress. I think that even I look at this sadly. It's a win-win either way. If we had gotten the recount, I know, and that the 8,400 mail-in ballots in Fayette County, which they shoved in one bag, which they couldn't separate out by precinct if they wanted to, even if we had coughed up the $25,000 or $30,000 they wanted for the individual precincts, they couldn't have done it anyways. They couldn't comply with the law.
We didn't get a ruling on that.
I want to say one last thing. Cheryl Hyde, the solicitor, and Jack Purcell, the solicitor for Fayette County, lied to the court. They lied to Judge Wagner. They have lied to the president judge. They said there was only one error. They knew damn right well there wasn't. They blatantly lied and perpetrated fraud on the court. And the judges, not one judge has had the guts, again, I say guts, to face down and bring a solicitor in front of them and say, why did you lie to me? That's the merits of the case. Because if they did lie to them, they should be disbarred.
We're gonna, and
I know this is a little bit much, Don, but it's tough on a radio show. But I got to call it the way I see it here.
Well, with the 1986, is that what you said, or 1985?
1986 is conspiracy. 1983 is a violation of civil rights.
Yeah,
and we have been violated.
And that's where we're headed. And like I said, we're gonna make it an emergency appeal. So
we are.
This is something that I don't think that people thought we were going to do. We have Renee Mazer that's going to help us out, and we'll get through this.
Yeah, we will. we will prevail. So,
and then
hey, thanks for having me on, John.
I know that. You're busy. You're going to do some. You got another interview to do about this, and hopefully you take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in a few weeks.
So hopefully sooner. Thanks, John.
Okay, take care.
Good luck with the dinner tonight.
Yeah, thanks a bunch.
Have fun. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, we got another caller calling in a few minutes, but where are we at with the basketball locally, Nick? I was going to ask you that.
Locally, all the local high school teams are done, unfortunately.
Okay.
But March Madness is in full swing, as we know.
Okay.
But
locally, Kentucky lost last night.
They did. Are you a fan?
No, not particularly.
Yeah, but they did lose to Oakland.
Yeah.
Yes. Big upset. Not a lot of people had that in the bracket, but there you go.
The Dukes played tonight, or they played last night?
The Duquesne played yesterday and won. They play tomorrow.
Yeah.
Second round against Illinois.
We're gonna televise. We're not going to televise it. We're going
to have it on the radio.
Yeah,
3:00 is when our coverage starts. So we'll have a lot of the games tomorrow.
You gonna be in charge of producing that?
I will not be in tomorrow. No.
Oh yeah.
I get a day off actually. Yeah.
And it's the day I don't have nothing for you to do with me.
Well, we can fix that.
Oh, we can. We can. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, John.
Did the high school teams? I think everybody needs to congratulate them and thank them for what they've done.
Had a great year.
It is. It's been a great year, and the other thing, I believe today is National Agricultural Day.
Is that right?
Nice. And we need to thank a farmer, because if we didn't have farmers, we wouldn't be able to eat.
That's right.
And me and you like to eat.
Oh my goodness, we do, John. We do. Food is great. Fish fry today. Did you get any fish today? Or
well, today we're having, like I said, we're having a hog roast in the dinner theater thing.
I gotcha.
Out at Haydentown. I got a bug or something on me.
Uh-oh.
But anyways, we're having that on Haydentown Volunteer Fire Company, and it's a mystery theater thing. So, and we did. I was surprised. There's a lot of people who had a lot of interest in it, and it's going to be a fun night.
Sounds like it, yeah.
And I'm waiting on my other caller. Let's see if we can wake her up.
Standing by. Don't touch that dial.
Yeah. As far as the fish goes, last Friday night, where did we go last? I forget where I went last Friday night, but I'm so impressed with the people down in Brownsville at St. Peter's. The fish was so good, and my dad, I think, was at. I think he went over to Footdale today to the church over there. He likes to go over there, and he's always saying, he's always telling me that the fish is really good over there. So. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Maybe we could. I got a caller coming in, but maybe we could run a commercial for Windows and Doors and More.
We'll do that. Let me get that in, John.
Yeah,
let's
get
that in the system.
Let's throw it in there. I see that my Chiefs picked up another receiver.
Yeah, Marquise Brown.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Yeah,
the rich get richer.
Yeah, well, he said he's gonna. He said he's never had nobody throw the ball to him yet.
Well, he certainly does now. Yeah, I think he'll be all right now.
Did you find it?
I did, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
All right.
Are you noticing your house getting a little drafty? Use your tax refund and call Monarch Windows and Doors. Family owned and operated with over 20 years experience, Monarch Windows and Doors can make your home warm again. Monarch Windows and Doors only use their own employees, no subcontractors. They are BBB accredited and offers military discounts. Call Monarch Windows and Doors and find out what they could do for you. 412-215-8116. That's 412-215-8116, or see Monarch Windows and Doors on Google or Facebook.
Okay, we're back. We're still waiting on a caller to call in. She's running a little bit behind, but I guess I can do some things that I wanted to talk about a little bit. My ultimate goal is to make the election recounts accountable, and everyone needs to have faith in the elections. And right now, there's too many questions to be asked, and we need to answer them. I'm getting a lot of people from different parts of the state that's that's helping me out with this. Greg's from out east, and I got the Constitution Party that they're helping me out with it also.
Good, and you, Marie, will get you on the line
Okay, it seems like our caller's there, but I want to thank everybody that's helped me out to get to where I'm at, and I appreciate it. And well, let's go to our caller, anyways. Okay, Marie, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you, Jon?
I'm doing well. I'm busy like you are, but I know that your day's been a little stretched out for you, and but I got a hold of you. We were trying to get the fellow that's running for Senate on, but we'll do that at another time. We'll get him in there.
Yeah,
We'll give him more time.
He'll definitely come on for you another time.
Yeah,
we'll try to reach out to him again.
And let's throw that name out there. It's Marty.
Yes, Marty Seltzer.
And Marty's just a regular guy, and he's going to run for the U.S. Senate underneath the Constitutional Party banner, and I think it's a great thing. He wasn't going to. Now he decided he's going to. So he's got several months to get things together, and hopefully we can help him out and we can get him some votes.
Yeah, he's more than a regular guy. Yes, he has a regular job. He's a truck driver, and but also a specialized one. I don't remember what that is, but he has he's a true patriot. He believes in the Lord, and he is presently on the school board in Clarion County, and also he's partnered with a group called Next Step, helping young women and young fathers to create a good life for their new child. And so I don't know much more, but he's a good man.
And I got to meet him last Saturday. There's quite a few people there, and I got to meet him, and he is impressive. I mean, he is. I mean, he tells it like it is, and maybe that's what we need well, we definitely need to drain the swamp in D.C. and get some people in there that think and do the right thing.
Well, we need people of good character. We need people with integrity. We need people that are smart. We don't need people that just need a job. We need people of good character that have proven in their communities, and they don't necessarily have to be out in the limelight, in communities. But even after somebody has lived in the community for a number of years, people know them and they know their character. So basically just people that are good people, hardworking, and not afraid to take on some challenges. And we have a lot to correct in our country and in our communities, and it's getting harder and harder with the craziness going on. So we truthfully need people of good character, and we need people that will not conform once they get in to the arm placed around their shoulder and says, "Oh, come be part of our little clique." Nope, we need people that enter with conviction and are strong enough personality-wise that they can continue with that and not fall prey to others' agendas.
Well, a lot of people don't realize it, but this is a growing thing, especially in the state of Pennsylvania. The independent, we'll say Constitution Party, but also the /Independent Party. It's a big thing across the state right now, and we, like, Marty got elected to it was the school board, right? I do got that right, up at the club in Clarion.
Yeah,
and he won by 90.
Oh, an enormous!
It was like 90%.
96% or something like that. I don't exaggerate, but it was up there. And then also the other person that ran on the Constitution Party, I believe, got 76% of the vote. So people are fed up. People are waking up and realizing that this is a uniparty. And so people on both sides of the aisle are realizing that the existing people in power on both sides are not working ethically and bringing goodness and better lives for all of us. They're actually creating more havoc and not upholding any oath. I have a problem with the fact that people are sworn into office, they place their hand on the Bible and raise their right hand and swear to uphold the constitutions. And I don't believe that they've read any of them. They probably haven't read any of the Bible and nor the constitutions. And yes, we have two constitutions. We have our federal constitution and we also have our state constitution.
And go ahead, keep going.
Then they're easy to read. They're not the gobbledygook that these elected officials go and put these laws and bills together that are hundreds of pages long and written in legalese that are more complicated to understand, and that's done so that we don't understand it. That has to all stop, and but we can only stop it with following the footsteps of Christ and following what our founding fathers laid down for us, because they were inspired by the Old Testament and the New Testament. So they were inspired by Judeo-Christian values.
Well, one of the things that I'm, it's a we the people thing. It's definitely a we the people movement, without a doubt, and they're true conservatives. They believe in the right to life from
conception.
I want to say from conception to natural death. And
well, that's part of it. I mean, the Constitution, the issue of life comes in the 14th Amendment. So that is something that's important to protect all stages of life. But the basis is the Constitution and giving everyone rights.
And the Second Amendment, and both at our state level and at our at the federal level and at our state level, which defines it much more vividly. I had the sheriff on Tuesday, and he shall not be infringed upon, and it's about us being able to defend ourselves and our own selves. It's not just about militia, and that's one thing that people don't realize about the Pennsylvania state constitution. The other thing is this is one of the things that I took. I wrote some notes, and any power the government takes from the people, it will never be returned voluntarily, and that's where we're at right now. I mean, we get too much government, and not enough, and we need to take back some of the things that we've let the government do and do them for ourselves. I mean, I know you agree about that wholeheartedly.
Well, and I'm concerned now because what they're trying to do is create havoc in our cities and our country, and they're planning on just as they just did in New York, when people are so frightened and they send in forces to control the situation. But then we have to be concerned about when will those forces be used again? Will they ever be used against us? And will they, is that a possibility that they're doing it for other reasons? Why are they creating this havoc? They're creating this havoc to take down our nation. Are they creating havoc so that we plead to be protected, and then we find ourselves enslaved? And it's a big concern.
If we think about this, it was March of 2020, I believe. I think it was March of 2020 when I was still working at the grocery store, and the main concern for people was they were worried about what they did was with the meat cutters. They put us all on night shift so we wouldn't be able to interact with the customers, and they still wanted customers coming in. And what they did was I had people coming in, and I was telling them we don't know if we're going to have chicken tomorrow, and so people would buy 40 pounds of chicken. But if you think about it, we sold ourselves out for, they would clean out the grocery store. They would clean the shelves out every day. And then we'd spend a night trying to recuperate from that. But toilet paper was the biggest thing. They actually had to ration it at the store I was working at. They didn't let you have 2 packages. And you think about all the things that have happened in our history, World War I and World War II, and all the things that we sacrificed, the Revolutionary War, and people were worried about toilet paper. And
people don't realize, people are not familiar with our history anyway. And it seems so long ago, whether our grandparents experienced the Depression, but people today we all have too cushy of lives. And if we're going to feel it worse because we have such a cushion life. People have so much that we take for granted. We've become a society of purchasers. We just buy, and we don't have many people don't have physical jobs. They have office work, and they don't know how to do without. And we're constantly entertained with our phones, with our TV. Years ago, people had to entertain themselves and be creative, and whether they sang together or played cards together, played bocce together, etc. They entertain themselves. Now everybody just sits in front of a boob tube and is indoctrinated, basically.
And we're all guilty. I mean, we don't think we are. I mean, we have a small farm, and I remember, I remember when we first got married, we would pick apples. I mean, it was August, so it was probably September. I remember picking apples, and all the guys would pick the apples and gather them, and of course the women did too. But they would spend time peeling apples almost every night, and they would to make applesauce and the canned applesauce and put the pie fillings and things up how they did, and of course tomatoes. My wife was we got married in August, and she was canning tomatoes in September. So I mean, I think we've lost a lot of them things, them skills. I mean,
well, even back years ago, there weren't supermarkets, so we had hucksters that brought food to our families, and I lived in the city, so I didn't have the experience, the wonderful experience of having our own, growing our own. But then when we've been, big supermarket chains have come all over the country. As I said, we don't know how to do without. We don't know how hard it is to climbing trees and picking apples and, back-breaking times of leaning over, taking care of crops and things.
I have to tell you, today is Natural Agriculture Day, and it was the men that wore denim that built this country, not the men that wore suits. So, hey, I have to let you go, Marie. Thanks for calling in and helping me out. Okay. I always close my show with the same with a couple different with the same thing, and of course I lost it because I'm trying to do too many things here at one time. And on this road called life, you have to take the good with the bad. Smile when you're sad, love what you got, and remember what you had. Always forgive, but never forget. People change, things go wrong. Just remember the ride goes on. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless America. This is Jon Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of